Mr. Mars got a chance to review the new Ford Bronco. We're waiting to hear what you got to say, Mike.
I have to say, right up front, I got the most comments on this vehicle than any vehicle I've ever driven, including the Hellcats and stuff. I mean, people recognize this vehicle. It is so well done with this Heritage model. Now, this is the 2023 Ford Bronco. It is the Heritage Edition. Now, this is the two-door model. It is a truck-based SUV. You can get 7 different models of the Bronco. This is the 6th generation of it. It's part of it. But this version, they've got 2 different levels of the Heritage, and it is a 4-passenger vehicle. It is 2-door, just like you remember them. And they've just done it extremely well to make it look the same, but it is obviously much bigger. The one I had came with race red, so it had the white removable top, had the white grille, the white 17-inch wheels on it, and it's just really well done. Had LED headlamps up front that are automatic high beams. The wheels are a 17-inch Oxford white aluminum wheel that's made to look like the old steel wheels. Just really nice looking. Now, when you get to the inside of this vehicle, again, this is a 4-passenger model. They don't even try and make it a 5. We had the plaid cloth seats. They're very supportive. The front buckets are heated. The split rear seats that fold are also folded in the plaid cloth. We had the 8-inch center stack in the front, and it was, it's always nice to have a little bit bigger, but this one was very good. And the dash on it, we had the white dash all the way across. It almost looks like it's plastic. It's not, but that's part of that Heritage look that goes with it. Now, we also had the 8-inch digital screen for the driver to have all the controls and all the information that the driver needs there. And locking glove box on it. We had the grab handles. One thing I wanted to note, the grab handle coming in off the passenger side, because it is set up, it is a lifted type vehicle. It's up on the console close to the center stack. It's a reach. It's not up on the pillar where you would think it would be like in a lot of Ford vehicles. So my wife found it a little inconvenient. It worked, but it would have been so much easier and better if it had been up there on the pillar. Now, up under the hood, we had the 2.3-liter EcoBoost, 300 horsepower, 325 pound-feet of torque. Now, there is a V6 option that will get you 330 horsepower. Main thing about the V6 is the 415 pound-feet of torque. Now, I drove this. We were backed by a 7-speed manual transmission. I think it's got more than enough power to go any place you want. A manual transmission. When I first got in it was dark, and I wasn't looking, and I went down there, I pushed on the brake, and I hit the start button, and it wouldn't start, and then I realized it was a manual. So I had to have the clutch, everything in. So it was very unusual to get into one that's new from the factory. So the EPA says you should be looking for 16 in the city, 18 on the highway, with combined about 17. I happened to get across 301.5 miles, 19.2 miles to the gallon in this thing. Bad. Mm-hmm. And I was very impressed with that. And like I say, it has more than enough power. I don't really know why you would want that. Did you rev it up to like 7,000 RPM before you shifted it? Nah. No point. I mean, that's not what that vehicle's made for. But I wish there was some place around where we could do a little rock crawling or something. The only thing we got is a little mud and a little sand. And again, I don't know why you would want a V6 in this vehicle. I think the inline 4 has got plenty of power. Now, driving this vehicle out on the road, it's got a little bit of noise. It's got a removable hard top on it. The doors are where you can take them all off, so there's a little more road noise, but it's a little bit heavier. And it's bigger, I think, than a lot of its competitors. So it rides surprisingly well with those 17-inch, those big, tall tires on it. That part of that's because it's got an independent front suspension, which helps with the steering and everything. Now, the pricing on it. Now, this is the Heritage model that we had is based on a mid-trim level. There is another one that's based on the upper top-of-the-line model. It'll cost you another $20,000-$25,000. But the base model for a Bronco, according to the press kit, because the Monroney doesn't have any pricing on this vehicle, pre-production type vehicle, but from the press kit, $34,245 is where you can start on a Bronco. Now, the one we're driving, the Heritage model, starts at $44,305, which really surprised me for what I was driving. The best I can tell, the Heritage model is going to start at about $49,000, trying to figure out what all was on it and what wasn't on it and put it in there. So sub 50 is what I would think. If you want the top-of-the-line model, it's 66.5, but that's based up there with the Raptor. The only real competitor I thought was applicable was the Jeep Wrangler, and I found a Sahara for $45,925, so about in that same range of $49,000, $50,000. And I think if you're looking, you really need to go look at this, particularly, like I say, if you like the old school Bronco.
I liked it a lot.
Definitely something.
Well, I'll tell you that Ford loaned me one of those. It was a yellow with the white wheels and white top. I loved it, and I was very thankful that I got a chance to drive it from Chicago up to Wisconsin and back, and it was great. And I've already reviewed that, and I said the same thing. It was great. Now, mine didn't have the manual transmission; it was automatic. But whatever.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go for the manual just because if I was rock crawling or something in the sand, the manual's a little bit tougher than the automatic. But again, and surprisingly, most of the comments I got were from women. I could hear windows down. I'd be going by left the grocery store.
That, Mike.
Oh, look at that Bronco.
Mike.
Hi, Mike.
No, they were saying, isn't that Bronco Billy?
Hey, this program is available 24/7 on iHeartRadio. Just look for In Wheel Time Car Talk. We also